welcome.
Are you excited about taking on your new role as the SRO officer?
I am very excited. This is a completely different job from what I've done before, so I'm excited to see where I'm going to go from here.
Will you be in touch with Officer Campbell at all?
I will. Officer Campbell is over at the station, so we're in communication quite a bit. So if anyone has any questions or needs to talk to him, I can always get him down here. I've been a police officer in Somersworth for 3 years on night shift. And before that, I was a police officer for the University of New Hampshire Police Department. I was there for about 6 years, and I still work night shift, so this is the first time that I have seen daylight in a while. So it's very nice. I actually enjoy it.
How do you like Somersworth High School so far?
I really like it. When you work at nighttime, you don't really get to see most of the student body, but it's nice to meet some of the students and hopefully have a good impact on the school and the students. And I'm here if anyone needs to talk. I'm pretty laid back, so as you see, I have a mini fridge over here stocked up with Capri Suns, so we're good.
International Dot Day is a global celebration of creativity, courage, and collaboration. Began when teacher Terry Shea introduced his classroom to the book The Dot. The Dot is the story of a caring teacher who dares a doubting student to trust in her own abilities by being brave enough to make her mark. What begins with a small dot on a piece of paper becomes a breakthrough in confidence and courage. You are now seeing animated dots created by Mrs. Dodge's Digital Media 3 students using Adobe Animate.
Football game is this Sunday versus Epping Newmarket at 7 p.m. We actually lost a lot of kids. We have a lot of sophomores who are put in their first varsity positions, and they're really stepping up and playing really well. We just beat Stevens last week, 36-8. It was a well-played game. It was a tie game at halftime. The coaches talked about it, how it was probably the best half of football they've seen here in a long time. We had one of our running backs ran for 200 yards in the second half alone. Our line is big. They're mean and nasty right now. They're playing well, so we're looking really strong right now. Well, I mean, we had a couple strong running backs coming back. We had Ray Mills, who's a senior running back, who's playing really well. Christian Abkarian is a first-year starter, and he's the running back that had 200 yards last week in the second half, and he's looking really well. We have two. Our quarterback right now is Brogan Bonsane, who's a sophomore. It's his first year playing, as well as Matt Mahadio also gets some reps at quarterback, and he's playing well. We also had a couple of transfers and exchange students who have been really welcome additions to the program. Well, we have boys and girls soccer, as well as volleyball and field hockey. Volleyball right now, we're 2-2, coming off a tough loss against Oyster River. We have a game tonight against Coe-Brown. Soccer tied last night versus Belmont, and I believe that they're 2-1, I believe. And then girls soccer is still looking for the first win. We have a small squad, but they're playing hard. They're in all the games. They're just, it's just a matter of getting some more subs out there, give some girls a rest. And field hockey tied the other day. I think that they're 0 wins, 2 losses, and a tie, and they're looking pretty good as well right now. This is my 18th year at Somersworth High School. This is my 2nd year as athletic director, and 17th year as volleyball coach, and 18th year as track coach. So it's been a long time. I'm an old guy now. So studies show that athletes on a national level get better grades, they have better work habits, they're better at time management because you're managing going to practice time as well as doing your work, and there are less discipline problems in schools with athletes versus the non-athletes, as well as building lifelong skills like fitness, the importance of fitness, the importance of being accountable. Coaches, we always talk about how coaches are some of the biggest influences on kids' lives. It might be sometimes the only positive in adult influence that those kids might see in a day. So, we're trying to gain as many participants in athletics as we can here. Numbers have been down this year, to be honest with you, from the last couple of years. But this freshman class came in with a big class, so we're hoping it just keeps the ball rolling and we can keep building along the way.
I am Dennis Netto, and I am a science teacher at Somersworth High School. I just love the application. Science applies to everything, and I feel like if we had more people that were into science, then we'd have a greater understanding of how the world works and of people and stuff. This is my first year. I was substituted last year, but it's my first official year. I really like talking to kids. I'm a social butterfly, so dealing with people is something that I have always wanted to do. I've worked plenty of jobs where I'm just on my own the whole time, and it's very boring, and I don't like it. So I like talking to the kids.
So my name is Mr. Balsam, and I am a math teacher here at Somesworth High School.
Why did you choose to be a math teacher?
Decided to become a math teacher because of my 6th grade math teacher. His name was Mr. Wens. He's known as Batman, and he just made math really engaging and fun, both in terms of the class like lessons, as well as just being a person who's developed that relationship with. And I was able to work with him for all of my middle school years, and he just truly inspired me to become a math teacher.
How long have you been teaching math for?
I've been teaching for 3 years, so although this is my first year at Somersworth, I am originally from Michigan, and so when I was in Michigan, I worked for a couple years there. This is my 3rd year.
Out of all the schools out there, why did you choose Somersworth?
Well, moving to the area, I was looking for a good school that was nice and close to where I'm living, so that was check number 1. But check number 2 was this is just a great school to be at. You know what I mean? It's a good environment. The kids, they're definitely bouncing around. They're really engaged with things, and so far I've really enjoyed my time here. So I'm looking forward to continuing this year.